folks, Trisha Curtis, CEO of PetroNerds and host of the PetroNerds podcast. Episode 89 is about ready to drop. It is dropping tomorrow. This is the long-awaited episode, the interview, the in-person interview with none other than Harold Hamm. It is a really fantastic podcast. I re-listened to it and just edited it. It is a wonderful conversation. You're going to love it. We talk about the Bakken. We talk about the Powder River Basin. We talk about taking the company private. We get into the macro. We get into Harold Hamm's views on oil prices and the macro. It is a really show-stopping podcast. So can't wait for you guys to take a listen to it. But right now, it is Thursday, July 27th. 2023. We have seen WTI touch $80 a barrel, and I front-loaded this podcast with 20 minutes of a deep market update because there's so much happening right now in the marketplace. It's unbelievable. You're seeing incredible whipsawing economic views, which I get into. I talk about China. I talk about the negative data out of China, the positive sentiment coming out of China, what is causing oil prices to move. This high oil prices, we're seeing the Fed raise rates yesterday. We're seeing positive economic GDP data that was better than expected on that print, but all this is actually inflationary, and we're seeing higher oil prices being inflationary, which means the Fed may have to raise rates and raise them again, or actually keep them higher for longer, or raise them again and keep them higher for longer. So lots going on in that place, but the stock market wants to go higher. We are seeing pretty thin trading volumes on crude oil, so take that into account. And if you want to hear my commentary on the Barbie movie and the China map within the Barbie movie, you are not going to want to miss episode 89 of the PetroNerds podcast. I hope you guys are having a wonderful July. It's been incredibly hot. It's been a tough July here in Denver, Colorado, especially because my air conditioning went out. But this podcast intro is one you're not going to want to miss, in addition to the Ham podcast, because it is everything China. I also talk about inflation, talk about housing, and I really talk about the work from home lag that's causing all this inflation and all this consternation in the market. So with that, hope you guys take a listen to the latest episode 88, which is the presentation I gave at the Oklahoma Petroleum Alliance, and the previous ones with Liberty Frac, with Liberty Energy, with Roy Ani are just awesome. So thank you guys, and talk to you soon, folks. Bye.